Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I'm joined by a guest today, my husband. You're probably familiar with this spot from our live sale videos, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's been a while since we've been able to film anything because we were really sick with the stomach virus.
We were afflicted.
Yes, we were.
It was not pleasant.
It wasn't, and we are still slowly getting back into the swing of things. We still feel a little bit weak, but we are much better.
That's been the weirdest part. It's like the lingering, like just draining. Like
it was so draining, and we could not get out of bed. And I feel bad for any parents that had to do this with children because I don't know how that happened. Because we could not care for each other. We were on our own.
I was useless.
We were on our own, but we're so much better. And anyway, today is Sunday, and it is the first day of our 10-year anniversary week, which is crazy. I can't believe we're here. Like, we're finally at our 10-year mark. It's something I've really looked forward to for 10 years, and it just snuck upon us.
I don't know how it's been 10 years.
I don't know either. Like, it feels like yesterday that we got married, and I still feel like we are newlyweds today.
Absolutely.
And so I figured it would be really fun to talk about 10 things we've learned in our 10 years of marriage. We don't know everything, but I feel like we've done pretty good. We joke about now that when we go to marriage conferences or retreats or whatever, we leave saying, I think we're doing pretty good.
Because it's like, because some of you, I know you've been married longer than we've been alive, but there's times when we'll be at these marriage seminars and we'll hear some of the things they say, and I'm like, is that really a thing?
Of course we have our own struggles and stuff, but I feel like we have learned each other, and we will get more into it in our list. But if it's your first time watching a video, thank you for watching.
Welcome.
And this isn't like my usual content. I'm usually vlogging like a thrift store haul or decorating my house for a holiday, stuff like that. So but Cody does appear a lot in my videos. He actually has his own channel and podcast, so please go watch it. His YouTube channel is called Cody's Room, and his podcast is called Pray Before Chips, and I will have all of that linked in the description box. You really should check out his channel because he has started filming his podcast, and they're really fun to watch.
It's just wholesome, it's the type of content where obviously I want it to be good, like as far as quality and all that, but my shtick, I guess you could say, is whatever it is I'm talking about, you don't have to worry about foul language, you don't have to worry about your spouse walking into the room. You can share it with anybody, share it with your friends, your mom, your pastor. It's going to be, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
So, and there's really, you might as well just check it out.
Yep.
There's no reason not to.
It's really good, and I'm very proud.
Thanks.
So this week, like I said, is the start of our anniversary, and I actually received my anniversary gift early this year.
Yeah.
Should I go get it?
You might as well. Where is it?
I think I'm going to show it to y'all.
Okay. So, I guess I'll wait till you get back.
You can go ahead.
Okay. I knew what I wanted to get. I actually had something else planned. I was going to get her something else, which I guess I might get that for her birthday. Then it hit me that what better 10-year anniversary gift to get for Sarah, Cottage on Jones, than
There's going to be a jump scare.
a pheasant mount.
Y'all,
Actually,
isn't it beautiful?
it's pretty old too, I think.
Yeah, it's very old. So, I have wanted a pheasant mount. Let me put it over here.
Hopefully Arthur doesn't try to
Yeah, we're kind of nervous that the cats are going to attack it. It's kind of scary though. Okay.
No, that's okay.
So I've wanted a pheasant mount for a long time now, and there's been one at the Lucky Rabbit. If you follow me, you know what the Lucky Rabbit is. It's like a antique market near us, and I have had my eye on him, but he was expensive, and they all are. Pheasant mounts are upwards to $150, $200, and it's not something I absolutely need. But
I decided, for our 10-year anniversary,
Yeah.
What a better thing to get. And I had some help from a couple of our friends who were going to, physically go get it. I was going to cash app them the money, and I was like, look, it's going to be expensive, but like, just know I'll send you the money.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay it. Like, it's important to me that she gets this. And so
Right.
it all worked out. But I knew that you would want to style it and stuff like before we leave for our trip.
Possibly.
So
I'm so happy. Like, I was not expecting it at all. I was just gonna save up some money and buy it for myself. But yeah, I love it. It means a lot more to me than like roses or flowers or anything like that. Like, this is something I'm gonna have forever, and it's something that is timeless, at least in my eyes. I know it's not for everybody, but it just fits my what?
our friend's mom was like,
Yeah, she was
okay.
like, what is that?
Like, why?
Like, it's a pheasant.
She said, does she like that kind of stuff? I said, it's for decorating, you know?
Yeah.
But it's funny.
I'll have to insert a picture of like my inspo of what I kind of want to go for. I can see it like some transferware platters all around it. You'll see.
It'll be great.
It's gonna be
It'll be
great.
great.
But I have wanted this pheasant for so long, and I finally got it.
Didn't you say earlier like you wanted this particular?
Oh yeah,
pheasant?
I wanted this one because a lot of them look differently. A lot of them don't hang on the wall; they're just standing. Which, I mean, I could get one of those too in the future, but I really wanted one for the wall and one that had its wings. Wanted one that looks like it was flying. So I finally got one, and I'm so happy with it.
I'm glad.
Yes, but you will have to wait for your anniversary gift because
fine.
it's not all bought yet.
I don't need a gift. I have all I need.
Well, we're going on a trip, so that's like our gift to each other. We're going to see Forrest Frank in concert at the Magnolia Celebration in Waco. So Forrest Frank is performing. So is Switchfoot, which is an old Christian rock band.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm very
I'm
excited.
so excited. We leave in 2 days, and we're going to be coming back next Sunday. So if you are going to the celebration or you live around the area, please let us know. I would love to meet one of you at the celebration. Like, that would make my whole day. So I guess we could just get into it.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So these are 10 things we've learned in our 10 years of marriage.
10. I mean,
We've learned so many.
I have 6 on that list.
Oh, I do not have 5.
I did that in case we have one that was like the same.
Yeah,
thing.
so we have 5 apiece, or in his case,
But I probably
6.
will give like an honorable mention because I feel like all of them are important.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will go first.
Okay.
Number 1 is that I have realized and learned that I set the tone in our home and the atmosphere of our home.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
if I'm having a bad day, it really like brings the mood down. But even if I have to like pretend or think myself happy, it really brings the vibes up.
Yeah.
And we feed off of each other in that way. There's moments when I'm not chipper, and I really feel like that brings you down.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it kind of goes back to like the saying, like, if you're okay, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I walk in from work and you've got music, because I love this, like she'll have like music playing, she's working on dinner, she's like, seems happy. It literally is like a breath of fresh air.
Like you love that.
But it's not just like, okay, good. It's literally like, it starts the recovery process for me.
Of the day, yeah.
But if you're not okay, it's not like, I don't want you to have to like fake it or whatever. But
Yeah.
like it's exactly what you said. If you're not okay, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, we
what's
do try to
wrong?
warn
Like,
each other when we're not like having a good day.
Yeah.
And it's not that like I'm upset or mad. It's just
No.
sometimes either I'm tired, my body hurts, or it's just a
Life,
bad day.
Life be lifing.
Yeah. So we do warn each other, like, hey, just so you know, I'm not having the best day. Just so you're prepared that when you walk through the door, I don't have French cooking music playing with spaghetti on the stove,
Well, it helps, and I guess it goes into kind of like my first one. I guess I should go ahead and say it because it's kind of a good segue into it. Listening is usually better than fixing.
Yes.
Is the first thing that I've learned, or that I put on the list anyway.
Yeah.
These are in no particular order for me, but like, the reason we do that is because sometimes, I should say most of the time, if I pick up on like she's not feeling well or she's having a bad day, my brain starts firing like find a solution. I have to find like what's the problem, fix it, that way she'll be okay. I've had to learn, don't have to do that. Not all the time. Not just something where I can. You know, she'll ask if she wants it to be fixed. But sometimes it's just, hey, look, I'm not having the best day. Nothing's wrong. I'm just hurting, or I'm just like, whatever. I have realized that just acknowledging that, just being present and being like, hey, if you need me.
Yeah.
What's unfortunate about that for me is I had to get past this feeling, and I'm still having to work on it, of I feel like I'm being dismissive, but I'm not. I'm just trying to give what she really needs, which is just listen and be there.
Yeah. And like helping me feel validated in whatever I'm feeling. It really took us a long time to get over that lesson and hump, because of course you want your man to fix whatever issue you're going through, but everything's not fixable. There's most of the things that we go through in life are not fixable.
But then the thought for me has always been, what kind of husband would I be if I know that there's a problem, I know that there is a solution, I may even know what that solution could be, but I don't do anything about it.
I think what made it come to the surface so much was a couple of years ago, I went through a really dark time with anxiety and depression, and it was so heavy on me that I had to tell him, I had to somehow get it out of my system and talk about it, because that really helped me. But there was absolutely nothing that we could do. And he would suggest things that I knew were not going to help me. It may would have, but in that moment, it's not anything that I wanted to hear or needed to hear. And so I think that was a time when it really came to surface about this. So. Okay, we're viewing this in two different ways. It's both okay. We just have to meet in the middle, and that is when I need to tell you how I'm feeling, I will ask if I need you to fix it. Yeah. And if not, just hear me out, validate how I'm feeling. Like last night we encountered this and I was upset about it, and he did not try to fix it. Instead, he kind of just, I want to say, took my side on it. That kind of sounds elementary, but that really validated how I felt, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, because it was just that simple. It was like, that happened, that's the worst.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that he could fix in the moment, and if he would have said, well, there's nothing I can do about it, that would have hurt me.
Yeah, and
way more than the actual situation.
I don't think I've ever been that guy.
No.
I think more so I've been like, well, let me
fix it. Yeah,
like, I'll find a way to do something about it. But this was very much like, she was like, hey, this really bothered me. Like, well, again, it wasn't anything I did, which was probably very helpful. Yeah. But she was like, hey, this really upset me, and I'm like, yeah, that's the worst. Like, I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're doing really well.
I think so too. I think that is been one of the major lessons we have learned.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that for us. Okay,
next one.
Number 2. This is another big one for us. We learned how to effectively apologize to one another. I would say in year 4 and 5, we really had to face this, and we realized that we view hardships differently and work through them very differently, and we view conflict very differently and work through conflict very differently.
Yeah, very much so.
And so we had to learn how each other apologizes and accept that apology, whether that is a long worded apology, whether it's just a short and let's get over this immediately type of apology. That's him. I'm more of let's simmer on this. I need to talk about it. I need to dwell on it, which is not good, but it is how I process it. I just take longer to process conflict, and that's something that we really struggled with in the first couple of years of our marriage, because we were raised completely different. He was raised by 2 elderly people, and I was raised by my parents. Yeah, he lived with his grandparents and his great grandmother. So he was raised by these older people.
And I was by myself. Like I have
Yeah.
siblings, but I was raised in the house like by myself.
Yeah, so he was basically like an only child
Pretty
to his
much.
grandparents.
Yeah.
So they were extremely like patient, and they spoiled
I was
him.
spoiled.
And
way
yeah,
spoiled.
and that's no shade because I was
No,
spoiled too.
yeah.
But I grew up in a house with 4 other siblings, and I was the baby, and yeah, we just handled conflict
It was literally
extremely differently.
opposites.
Yeah.
Like, and so then, whenever these two worlds come together in marriage and there's conflict,
Yeah.
I'm used to it being one way and she's used to it being another way, and we were like, whoa.
Yeah. We
Like-
did not. I did never expected that. Like, I think
We never even, like, in the dating process, we never even talked about that.
No, well, we didn't date very long.
I know, but I mean, like, even in, like, the leading up to, because we didn't get married till October, we never talked about, like, let's talk about conflict resolution. Like, how do
Yeah.
you, like, what do you do? Never
No.
talked about it.
So it was kind of like a shocker.
Yeah,
Like when we
very
would
much so.
get into conflict and arguments, because that is inevitable. Like you're gonna argue because you're people living with each other. And so that kind of rocked our world the first couple of years. And we were like, whoa, I don't know how this is going to last or work. And so it was lots of patience and almost like test runs. it felt like
it was lots of something.
it was
lots
a
of
lot
something.
of things that we had to work through, and communication. But throughout all of that, we truly understood each other, I believe.
I think so. I think, like, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
Like, even whenever the argument, because there were some times at the very beginning I was like, okay, well, this is real good. Like, this is not going to end well.
Mm-hmm.
But you realize, like, oh, as bad as that was, it did end. It
Yeah.
did, like, blow over. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just different. But yeah, I mean,
We definitely learned, and
Yeah.
I feel like we're really, I wouldn't say like we're the best at it, but I feel like we're at a place now that we accept the differences in each other
Yeah.
in that area. And that's something like if you were engaged to be married or you're dating someone seriously, I would talk about how you handle conflict.
Oh, yeah.
And try to understand each other, be patient with one another, because it really took us a couple of years. I would say up until like year 5, we really struggled with it. And then by year 5, it's like we crossed over that hump.
it was like something happened at that point where it was like,
Oh.
okay.
Hey everyone, I wanted to take a minute and talk about something super important, mental health. You know how you have those visions of what your life will look like by a certain age? Yeah, I've had those too. And sometimes I look around and think that I am way behind than everyone else. I can feel like I am left behind, or I'm failing, or missing a season of life. Cody and I are celebrating our 10-year anniversary this month, and while we are super excited and right where we need to be, it's really hard not to compare to others and their seasons of life and where they've been at their 10-year mark. Some have several children in school, some have leveled up in their career at work, and it's so difficult not to compare our situation to theirs. But we are human, and sometimes that just happens. It's easy to feel left behind when you are comparing yourself to others around you, and there have been times when it felt just all too much. And I've held off seeing a therapist for years because I thought I could just handle this myself, but having somebody to talk to is a game changer. And that's where my sponsor, BetterHelp, comes into picture. They make it super easy to start therapy. You just fill out a quick questionnaire, and in just a couple of days, you are matched with a great therapist. And if it doesn't click, that is not a problem. You can switch your therapist at any time. With over 7,000 reviews and a solid 4.3 score on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is definitely worth checking out. If you're curious, click the link in my description box or head to betterhelp.com/cottagehomejones and you can get 10% off your first month. Remember, taking care of your mental health is a sign of strength. If you've been thinking about therapy, now is a great time to start it. So thank you for hanging out with me, and let's keep supporting each other.
So the second one on my list is you have to be intentional every day. Your marriage becomes whatever you make it, but it will not accidentally become great with no effort being put in. Like, and when everyone always says, "Oh, you have to be intentional." No. You have to be intentional every day.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be coasting, because if you start to coast, that's where things like start to kind of wobble.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing I learned again early is like, this is the real deal. Like, this is like a marriage,
Right.
and people, lose their marriages every day, how? And I think that a lot of it, everybody's situation is different, but I think that when you lose that intentionality and you don't wake up every day wonder, like for me as a husband, I'm like, how can I love her the best today? What does she need from me today? This is something I already know about. Is it something that I will learn about later? How can I best, serve her today? All that's got to be intentional. Like you have to be intentionally forgiving, intentionally intentional about listening, intentional about everything. Nothing is going to just happen. Like you got to be very intentional, and that was not my experience not being married. It was just like, I'm just kind of dilly-dallying throughout the day, and I was so young too. It was like you don't, like now I can't even remember what that felt like. Just kind of dilly-dallying throughout life. Whereas now it's like I wake up and I'm like, okay, it's the same thing about your relationship with the Lord. You wake up every day and decide
exactly what it
whether
is.
or not you're in a relationship with Him, and it literally mirrors marriage, So that was one that made it to my list for sure.
Yeah, I love that. You do have to wake up and have that intentionality.
You said it right.
Intentionality. Make it a priority and like responsibility to check on your spouse, to see how they're feeling today. Make sure that they are having a good day. That's something we've always done. Did you sleep good last night? Are you having a good day? We text each other throughout the day. I'm not the best texter.
Well, and at first, I came into marriage believing that that's how it would be every day. I'm going to text my wife all day, every day, and if I don't, there's something wrong. I learned that's not the case. Like we don't do that. There's times we'll like check in with each other. We'll go hours without talking. Nobody's mad.
No.
Nothing's wrong.
And I think that's more normal than speaking all day, every day.
I don't think it's sustainable. Like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, I think that's more of just like a personality thing. And like you enjoy texting. I really don't enjoy it because I'm like usually responding to comments, and I don't like to grab my phone every couple of minutes and text.
Right. Yeah.
So that's something that I have had to be intentional about, is keeping that conversation going throughout the day. Sometimes, like when I know that you're wanting to chat with me, I really try not to be selfish and be like, okay, like he wants to talk with me. He wants to, whether it's just like a simple text or he is just being sweet. Like I want to keep that connection going, because that's really what matters, is those small connections and like fueling that fire like all day, every day. So I'm very blessed in that area that you do want to talk to me, because usually it's the opposite. The man doesn't want to chat. They don't want to talk.
No.
And I've learned that we are opposite in a lot of statistics.
Yeah.
Usually it's the man that only says a couple words a day, and it's the woman that talks all day. It is complete opposite. I might talk a lot to y'all, but I don't say a lot in the day.
I'm definitely the talker.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I've gotten better.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, getting rid of some medications have helped me be more talkative and not so mellow. But that is something that we're usually the opposite with. Like he likes to chat and talk all day, and I'm just like, I'll see you when you get home from work.
Yeah, and I don't interpret that as, oh, she doesn't like me, she doesn't want to talk to me. It's not that. It wasn't even that at the beginning. It was just, we don't have to talk every day, all day. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're strong enough that we don't have to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And then whenever I get home, it's like, here she is.
Yeah. I think we have a good thing going in that area.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're doing good.
Yeah.
So number 3 on my list is working together in ministry is the most rewarding thing that we could ever do.
Absolutely.
I've learned that no matter like how successful your job is or your career, your hobbies, anything like that, working in ministry is so fulfilling to like our marriage. Like it is something that we do it together equally. He teaches more than I do because he's just better at it, and
I talk too much.
He talks a lot. But I think in different areas, I'm more of a nurturer, like building personal relationships.
Yes.
He's more of a teacher, and likes to give instruction and knows the word so well. I'm more of just like a care and nurture, building friendships and relationships with people. But when we do it together, that's really like when it's effective and it's so fulfilling and rewarding.
And she's so good at that too, like loving people and like just nurturing them. Whereas me, like, I can do it, but it's not like as natural for me as it is for her. Like, I'll get with you and I'll teach you something, and I'll try to help you walk through something, but like that deep personal, like you said, just being a nurturer, like that is definitely your thing. And
it's needed in the
so,
kingdom.
it's so needed,
So
but I'm not that guy usually.
Well, if you feel like you're not a teacher, like I feel like I'm not a great teacher. I just started teaching Sunday school, and it's been, honestly challenging for me to teach. It doesn't come naturally for me like it does for him. But what does come naturally is loving on people and creating a connection. So use whatever your gift is to your benefit, and like serve in that area in your local church, or whenever you are connecting with people through Bible studies and stuff. Let that be your gift. Let that be the area that you flow in. If someone else is a better teacher or whatever it may be, let them do that and you be you.
Yeah.
And that has worked for us.
Because you can try to force yourself to be something like you would like to be, but maybe it's not what God has called you to be. You've got to be okay with like being who you are, and like it's like the Bible says. I'm paraphrasing, but like the ear can't be a foot.
Yeah.
And a foot is no less important than an ear because it's not an ear. Like it takes all of us being who we are and what we are. But if a hand starts trying to be a mouth, like that's not good. It's not going to be helpful.
If we all work together, we become the body, and
Right.
that's how you effectively reach people, talk with people, make connections, is when everybody's doing their job and working in the area that they should be.
That's a good word. Let's see what my next one is. Okay. This one is something that I think I really learned last year.
Interesting.
Sometimes it is not 50-50, and that's okay.
Definitely not 50-50.
That's okay. Like, I grew up hearing and believing that, marriage is 50-50. Marriage is going to be like, it's 50-50. It's you and her, and it's like,
no.
I don't know whose marriage is 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
And I've even seen people say, marriage isn't 50-50, it's 100-100. But that's not true either.
That's not true either. Sometimes it is 40-60.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is like 80-20. Like,
just like your ground beef, 80-20.
Hey, why did 80-20 come to mind?
Thinking about ground beef.
Thinking about that ground beef, I get tacos. But yeah, sometimes it's. But see, here's the thing. It's one thing to know that, but to acknowledge that it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times all throughout life, but like last year was really, really difficult for both of us. But there was times when like I may have been in the 60s, and she's kind of down in the 40s. And there was another times when she's maybe up in like 50 and I'm like not, or whatever, the case may be. But it's okay. Like, I wouldn't want to live in that state of constantly one person, being higher than the other or whatever. But
it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, you have bad days. That's normal, and especially when your spouse is going through something like in their body or their mind, you have to be selfless and serve them. Like, he did it more for me last year than I did for him. And honestly, that made me feel guilty. But I had to come to terms with, like, that's not something I wanted. And it's not something I wanted to be on my bingo card for last year. It just happened. Yeah. And it's something that God evidently wanted me to walk through. And I think it's made me a lot stronger and helped me talk to more people about it, and I've even opened up to y'all. So even if it was just for one person, it was worth it. But he really did have to step up and just coach me mentally and help me, even in the house. Like, he is not a stranger to do the dishes or the laundry or anything like that. Like, he has done it, and he has stepped up in ways that I could have never imagined a man doing that. But that is something I would like to say about my parents. My dad always stepped up. You know, my parents, I don't think they had a 50-50 relationship either.
I don't know anybody that can.
I don't know either. And it's a cool thing to say, oh, let's give it 50-50 or 100-100, but that's not reality. And unless you are just faking it, that's not how a true marriage works. And God bless you if you can give 100% all the time, but that's just not reality in some marriages.
I can't.
And so my parents, they definitely would meet each other halfway, or, you know, wherever they were lacking. My dad would meet my mom, or my mom would meet my dad, and they've had a good marriage and had a good system going for 36 years. So that's something that I've learned from them, evidently. And I'm very, very thankful I have a spouse that's not just, well, I'm going to sit on the couch. I don't care what you do. Bring me dinner.
Can you imagine?
No. And
I don't want that. I've never wanted that.
So I think we're very blessed in that
I
area.
agree. Amen.
All right. Number 4 on my list is, we learned, and this is very generic and cliche, we had to learn each other's love language. So his love language is words of affection. Or affirmation.
Words of affection.
That too. And mine is gifts. And that sounds so...
Not gifts like the pheasant, but like...
No, but just like intentionality. I cannot say this word.
Intentionality.
Intentionality and thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Whether it's a physical gift or not. It doesn't have to be a physical gift.
It's more so
the thoughtfulness
behind it.
Okay, I thought of you when I saw this, or I thought of you, so I'm going to write you this note or whatever. So that's my love language. His is words of affirmation. And so we've had to learn that over the years. I do feel like your love language can change no matter, like, the season that you're in, it can change. Mm-hmm. Like last year, I think, with me being so mentally bombarded with anxiety and depression last year, like, acts of service was a huge deal for me, and it was hard for me to accept, but it really meant a lot to me. And that is truly like a selfless love, when someone who is doing the responsibility that is usually yours. So it meant a lot to me in that season, but I really do feel like my love language overall is gifts.
Absolutely. I think that they do change. Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I even wonder about the whole love language thing, because it's just like, I like words, but I like all these things.
Yeah.
Like, I think too, it's just a man thing. Like, it's known that men like to be in need, like, it's become a bad word, but like respect and, you know, whatever. But for some people, like myself, it goes even deeper, where like, I can have just the craziest day, like things going on in my own head. The voices of the world are like telling me that I'm not enough, I'm this, I'm that, you know, my own insecurities, whatever it may be. And it can literally be at the right time, she will say something. And it's like that just fights all that. You saying a positive thing cancels out so many of the negative things. Yeah. And so it's not about like, oh, I need you to puff me up because I need, it's like, no, it literally helps me. Like, it cancels out these horrible thoughts and voices and stuff. And so it's hard to explain, because I think that to a lot of people, that's not a thing. But then once you've experienced it, like, it really is a real thing. And so to me too, my natural way of trying to show love is I just start saying it. Like, I say it, like, talk about like how great you are, how beautiful you are. And it's like, I'm just
and obviously, like, I love that and I appreciate all of that, but like, it doesn't mean as much to me as you being like, oh, I saw this and thought of you, or
like, I told her what I went through to get the pheasant.
Yeah.
Not because of like, hey, I did this and you should feel bad. It's like, no, let me tell you how much I love you.
Yeah,
It's
like that. I was telling him earlier, that present means more to me than
Yeah.
like any other thing. Like I truly love it, and like you knew that I wanted it, and you knew I've been talking about it for years, and you listened, and that was on your mind,
Yep.
and it was so thoughtful, and I love that. That came from my mom. Like my mom is a giver. If you know my mom in person, y'all know how much of a giver she is. She is extremely selfless, and I can only strive to be like her one day, but I think that's where I got it from. I love gift giving too. I don't just like to receive. I love to give gifts, and I do that a lot with him. Like I'll go to the store and be like, oh, I thought of you when I saw this.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't buy everything in the world like I want to, but I do like to, like if like a Sunday school kid tells me they like something, I will be on the lookout for that thing. That's just who I am. I just enjoy that.
Well, and the other day I walked into the house, and laying on my nightstand was a little pink box.
Oh yeah.
And she said, I got you something. And it was a box from Crumble Cookie. Now I don't love Crumble Cookie unless there's a particular one they offer.
Cosmic Brownie.
Cosmic Brownie. And she got me one and brought it home. And that's just how she rolls.
Yep.
Like, she's like, look, I got you this. Or she'll go thrifting and she'll be like, I got you something today, babe. And it's like, that's just her saying, hey, I love you.
Yep.
You know?
It's just how I roll.
That's how she rolls. All right, this one, I'm going to skip number 6
Okay.
and go straight to number 4.
What?
I'm skipping the one that if I do say
Okay.
the 6th one, it'll be number 6.
Okay.
So anyway, one thing I've learned in 10 years, the value of putting the phones away and talking to each other.
Yeah, you're big about
I'm
that.
huge about that. Those conversations do more for your relationship than it may even seem in the moment. Now, for us, it's kind of tricky because we're both content creators. I've been creating content since 2018. She's been doing YouTube for a couple of years now. We're both very involved with like
Social media,
technology,
yeah.
social media, this and that. But I also, like, don't hear what I'm not saying. I see the necessity of it. We have to use it. But I also, there's this part of me that's like, ugh, get away. Like, I don't, because I love whenever we're just, our phones are just not with us and we're just talking. Like, I love that. And
Yeah.
that is not the man you married.
No.
You married a tech head that was all about the latest gadgets. I love technology to the point of like, I'm listening to all these tech podcasts. I'm watching these tech videos. I knew what the latest and greatest everything was. But the older I've gotten and the more I've seen like what it does to us and how it affects us, not us, just Cody and Sarah, but like us, all of us, I can't love an enemy like that.
Yeah.
And so to see the value and just the benefit of putting the phone away, and let's just talk about the day. Let's dream about the future. Let's, reminisce on the past. I love that. Like whenever especially if we're in the car. In the car, love that.
Yeah, that has been something that's been challenging for me. Not that I don't like to talk to him. I think I'm a little bit ADD, and I like to do things with my hand. Like seriously, I'm doodling on this paper while I'm chatting. It's just keeping my mind focused on your words. I like to do stuff with my hands or draw or whatever. So I think a lot of times it is more of a habit than me just wanting to be on my phone. And that's something I have really had to be intentional about, is putting it away, not touching it,
We need to get you a fidget cube.
I know, like seriously, I love to fidget.
Didn't I get you one time?
Yeah, but I lose them because I'm so ADD.
You lost my fidget cube?
I don't know where that thing is.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I have no clue.
It's okay. We'll get another one.
But I love it. I love fidgeting and stuff. So that has really been something I've struggled with, and I still struggle.
But you still acknowledge like the benefit of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I 100% agree with it, and I want to be better with it, and it's just something I'm learning.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean,
I would never think we would be in this boat though, where I would be more on my phone.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and I think that, like I said, it's become a habit. And since I am involved with so much social media, like even do church social media, replying to comments, keeping up with Instagram and stuff, calling my mom, sending pictures with my sisters, you know, having connections through my phone.
Well, and even editing, like
editing so
like,
much,
it
and
takes
editing
a lot of
photos
time.
and thumbnails, and it's just so much. And so everything that I do basically is on my phone or my iPad, and so it is really hard not to grab it all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Like there's time for it. Like whenever it's proper time for it, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes where I'm like, okay, let's put our phones away. You know,
Yeah.
let's go outside. Or hey, do you want to go
Sit on the porch.
sit on the porch?
Yeah.
Like I think I make it known whenever I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Let's gently, of course.
Yeah.
I'm never a jerk about it. But I
No,
am
but it kind
the
of
one
just like
that-
snaps me back into
Yeah.
reality. Like, okay, let's be intentional about this.
Yeah, like let's
So.
make a decision right now that I'm not going to let this phone control this evening or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even in the last point on this, even stuff like going for a walk. Like I love to go for walks in the park, but I also like to have my phone because it tracks the walk, and I like to know like the steps and
Yeah.
the fitness app and this and that and the other. So it's like it is very hard to disconnect, but it is anytime I do it, I'm never sad that I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, I wish I could do that more.
Yeah.
I literally, I asked my mom the other day. I said, I text her out of nowhere. I know it had to be weird. Mom, I'm sorry. I text you the most random stuff sometimes. But I said, did it seem like to you that people were happier in the 80s?
Yes.
And she said, absolutely.
For
she,
sure.
She said, I had the best time. Because if you listen
Yeah.
to 80s music, even, it's
Mm-hmm.
just so like, it's just happy. There's this vibe of
Even
like,
in the 90s.
well, in the 90s too, but like I'm thinking about even further back to like if you watch
Pre-computers, like,
if you watch any kind of like 80s movie that's like, or if there's like a scene from the 80s in a show, everyone's at an arcade, they're happy,
Yeah.
the music is happy, they're like being social. Like I'll see, I hate AI stuff, but even like AI generated pictures on threads, it'll be like your street in the 80s, and it always includes a group of kids with their bikes, and I'm like,
I mean, that's what we used
but
to do.
It is, but here's what's crazy: we could do that today. Not bikes necessarily, but like the idea of like, oh, back then they didn't have phones. You can leave your phone at the house.
Yeah, we're
Like,
so
we
consumed by
can
it.
do it, but it's so hard. We're so
Yeah.
tethered. And anyway, I'm preaching now. But
He's in a
I'm on a
soapbox now.
soapbox.
I agree though. Like I have those moments where I wish I could live in a world where I am not just totally consumed by it. Like
Yeah.
I even had the thought earlier today. Like, should I even vlog in Waco?
we don't have to. That's the thing. But
But like I
But
know I
then-
want to because it's my job and I do like to create those memories.
Yeah.
It's just a tug
it
of
is.
war.
I think that we do find a balance because there's even been times where we've gotten complaints of like, wish you would show us more than just telling us. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
I've had that comment before.
I get that, but at the same time, like we're trying to live life. We don't want to just vlog it
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, there's so much that y'all
yeah.
don't see. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's so much. Like we work in our church every week. Like we do Bible studies. There's so many things that y'all don't see, but it is a balance.
Yeah.
And obviously, I am going to film in Waco because I want those memories, and I know that y'all want to see it too. And that's
Well, it is.
we're
different.
just going to have to be intentional
It
about
is
it.
different because it is your job, but it's also, like you said, it just has to be intentional.
Yeah.
We may even have, I'm just throwing this out there, we haven't talked about it, but like, even if you just say, hey, look, most of our vlog footage is going to come from this day.
Yeah.
Because the other days we're just going to live life, you know?
Right.
There's ways to go about it. I'm just speaking in way more general terms. Like, we look at things like the 80s, the 90s, and we're like, oh, what a time. Well, we can decide. Leave the phone at home.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
what would happen if you just left your phone at home? You know, I don't know. Anyway, that was that.
You would panic and be like, "Where are you? Call me back."
Well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like sometimes I wonder, like, what would it be like? What would the day be like if I was just gone one day and I just didn't have my phone?
It'd be different.
It would be so weird. Like, I can't imagine. Like, the thought of that
Yeah.
makes my heart, because I have you and I want to be able to make sure you're good. But Papa didn't have that.
No.
Like, there was a time when that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
You just didn't know what was going on.
My number 5. Did you read it?
No.
Okay, I thought you read it. My number 5
I tried. I couldn't
is
tell what it said.
the honeymoon phase is a choice.
Yeah.
I've said this quite often, but I really do feel like we're still in the honeymoon stage. But I do feel like a lot of that is because we don't have children yet.
Yeah.
That we've still felt like newlyweds. But it is a choice too.
Mhm.
Like you can choose to have those feelings. Every day when Cody gets home from work, I wouldn't say every day. I would say maybe 9 times out of 10, I meet you at the door, greet you
Yeah.
at the door.
Literally gives me life.
Yeah, like
Like-
that's what we've always done. Another thing that we do is when we go to sleep together. Like, it's
With
very
rare exception.
very rare. One of us stays up later than the other. That's something we've always done. Is when we go to sleep, we just go to bed together.
Even if, like, the other one isn't really tired, we'll still
Yeah.
just go ahead and go to bed.
Yeah.
It hasn't hurt anything.
No, definitely not.
What I'm going to do, stay up and watch TV without you?
Yes, that's what people do,
But
and I just don't
can't-
like that.
I can't, like, there's been a few times, like during Vlogmas, for example,
Uh-huh.
when you're having to edit, like,
Yeah.
every night. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, there were times I had to
Like,
stay up
she
late.
had to stay up late to get this video crunk out. I understood that. It wasn't like, oh, I guess our marriage is over now. But, like, generally speaking, we go to bed, like, at the same time.
Yeah, not saying if you go to bed
No.
later than your spouse, your marriage is failing.
No, by no means.
But I think it does help. And, like, we're just on the same page a lot. And I think that it just keeps us on the same, like, wavelength. And brushing your teeth with your spouse in your bathroom, getting ready for bed, going to sleep.
Listening to Spanish songs because you have to learn it for that morning service.
Y'all, oh my word. That was us this morning.
That was today.
I had to sing in Spanish this morning at church. And
She did
I was
good.
so nervous.
She killed it.
I'm not the greatest Spanish speaker at all.
And by that, she speaks no Spanish
Yeah.
other than learning it for a song.
I think it's because I'm Cajun and my flirts,
My flirts.
my words tend to be a little bit flat, like the word flat,
Flat.
flat, and so that really comes out when
Yeah.
I'm trying to speak in Spanish. What was the word?
I don't know.
Creation. It was the word creation, and I think the Spanish word is creación. Creación.
Croissant.
But I kept saying création, like
Création.
création, which is very French of
So,
me.
oh,
Anyway,
those-
we just went off on a
Yeah.
whole tangent.
Yeah.
But I think those little moments really are just very special. I
Well-
love, like, doing my hair on Sunday mornings with you, and, like, just those are just little times
Well, and
together
it goes
that
back-
really keep the honeymoon stage alive.
And it goes back to intentionality.
Yeah.
Like, you have, like, all of that. We have 2 bathrooms in this house. There's one right here. There's one in there. I could choose, you do your thing in here. I'm going to go get ready in the other bathroom. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Like,
Yeah.
we choose to be together. Like, we choose to hang
And
out
like some of
together.
our
Like,
funniest moments have happened, like with us, like just getting dressed for the
Yeah,
day
just
or
being here,
getting ready
like-
for church, just laughing about silly things. I love those moments when
Yeah.
we're just being silly, doing ordinary things. Whether it's grocery shopping or you're going to an antique store with me and you're just goofing off at, like, what is this? Like, I don't know. I feel like we've done a really good job at just keeping
Yeah.
the spark alive, laughing with one another.
I think that one big thing about it is we actually do like each other.
Yeah, like we're literally
Like,
best friends.
Yeah, like it's not just like, I love you, we're gonna hang in there. It's like, no, I actually love and like her.
Like, I want to be
yeah.
with you.
That's why I wanna talk
I've
to
told
you.
them for years I would love to work with him. Like, I don't know how we could do it, but I truly want to spend every waking moment and sleeping moment with him.
Right.
Like, I just do. He's my best friend, and I know that a lot of marriages that work together, like in the same job, they have a hard time, but I truly feel like we work well with each other.
We do, but then there's also the element of, like yesterday, anytime you're like, hey, me and so are going to go do XYZ. I don't think I've ever been like, absolutely not.
No.
It's always been like, absolutely. Like, I encourage you to hang out with your friends. I encourage you to go to Virginia with Alyssa.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Yesterday, I called her and I was like, hey, Rusty wants me to go down to the coast to go shrimping with him. She was like, you should do that. Like, even though we love being around each other, we also still like acknowledge you need girl time, I need guy time. And it's not because I don't like you.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm mad at you or whatever. It's like, because I'm a person. You're like, you need girl time. There's things that girl time will do for you that I can't do, and vice versa. So I think that, but there's so many people who don't have that. There's so many people who don't, who like, if a man, or even, you know, whoever you are, if they were to dare to ask their spouse, like, I'm a guy, so I'm just going to say, hey, babe, can I go eat Outback? Or no, I'm thinking about going to eat Outback with the guys tonight. Oh, so it's like that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not fair.
No,
Like, I'm
it's
sorry.
not.
It's not fair.
It's really not.
But we don't have that. You've never, ever done that. Not, it's been married 10 years. She's never done that. In fact, there's been times when I have like kind of brought something up that I might want to do, and I talk myself out of it, and she's trying to talk me into doing it.
For sure.
Like,
I'm like, please, like
you
go
should
have
go
guy
do
time.
it. Yeah, go do the fun thing.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you for that.
I really do feel like I don't want to paint this like perfect picture of our marriage, and
We're pretty great.
we are, but we're not perfect. And
By no
I do
means.
feel like when you have a child, a lot of these things are harder. And I'm not.
There's no doubt.
I'm not ignorant to that fact, and I'm not oblivious to that fact. I know that when we do have a child, a lot will change.
Yeah,
but I feel
absolutely.
like God has truly blessed us in a way to have these 10 years with just each other to learn all of these things. We always say that we truly don't think we would have survived if we would have had a child the first year or couple of years that we were
there's
married.
no way. There's no way.
And so, like, God has really blessed us to be able to learn each other and, like, be okay with it. If it is just us forever, we can be okay with that. And I love that. Like, I love that we have had a whole decade together. And I am looking forward to when we can have a baby and bring that baby in the picture. But I feel like we have such a great foundation of a marriage, and that we're not going to just totally be relying on this child to make us happy. Like, we make each other happy, and that when that child is grown, if the Lord tarries until then, we are going to be okay. We don't have to go through this awkward phase of like, oh, it's just us again. Like, it's been us, and I love the two of us together. And
I do too. Which kind of leads into my last point, which is there's always more to learn. When you look back at where we have come from, we've been through some junk. Like, we've been through stuff that I'm not 100% sure I would have signed up for, like, had we have known. Because I would have been like, I don't want to put her through that. Like, I don't want to go through that. But you don't get to do that. We've learned a lot, but there's always so much more to learn. You know, even last night, like, something like comes to mind of like, I need to work on that. Or, you know, I need to, like, there's always, and then like, sometimes you'll tell me something. I'm like, I've been married to you for 10 years. And I didn't know that. Like, how did I not know that? Like, there was something you said, I can't remember now, of course, but there was something you said yesterday, I think. And I was like, I thought to myself, like, I didn't know that. I wonder, you know, should the Lord tarry, what I will learn, what I will know 10 years from now. You know, will I look back at me now and be like, you idiot? Or will I look back at me now and be like, not bad.
Yeah.
But now you know so much more. Like, I am really actively seeking out like knowledge and information on how can I be like an even better husband. Like, I've been listening to podcasts about that. I've been watching YouTube videos. Like, some of it is you got to eat the meat, spit out the bones. Like, some of it's nonsense because some guys are just weird. But really trying to explore the depths of like, what kind of man can I be?
Yeah.
What kind of husband can I be? So that, to me, I mean, I haven't done that before. Like, I'm 10 years in before I started doing that. You know, so
Yeah.
it's just like, now what am I going to learn? You know, what am I going to learn next year?
Right.
You know, so there's always more to learn.
There's more to learn because we're growing. And so
Yeah.
like our perspectives will change and our circumstances will change. And like we'll always have a new territory. So that's exciting to think about. Like, and that's the same thing with your relationship with God.
Yep.
It's the same book that we've always had, but since it's alive, you always have a different revelation, a different perspective when you're reading scripture. I've read the same scripture over and over again, but it's like he can reveal something in those scriptures every time you read it. And that's the same thing with marriage. You just, when you look at it from a different perspective and you're on a new territory or you're in a new place, you learn something new about yourself and your spouse.
Yep.
So
I'm a big fan of you.
I'm a big fan of you.
Thanks for marrying me 10 years ago. Appreciate it. Also, so sorry. But
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
it has.
It's been great.
It's been a decade.
A whole decade. That makes me feel old. I was so young.
I was not. I am old.
You were young. I was
was
only
young, but-
like a few weeks from turning 19 when we got married. So I was truly a child. But I wouldn't trade it for anything in this world. It's been wonderful. So I hope that you enjoyed listening to our thoughts and what we've learned and stuff. Like he said earlier, you've probably been married longer than we've been alive, so a lot of you. But maybe this will help you. Maybe it'll help you with speaking to your children and their marriages or your grandchildren's marriages, or maybe you are.
Somebody's been watching this and been like, "Oh, sweet children."
All right.
Y'all just wait.
Nah, we're not going to accept that. No, but maybe you are engaged or about to be engaged or newly married or whatever situation you're in. I feel like you can always glean from something.
Okay, so let's end it with this. I feel like we've been married for 10 years. I feel like we are due to give a piece of advice to people who are engaged or newly married. What would be one of your pieces of advice?
Oh my word. I don't know. I'm horrible on the spot.
Okay, well, I'll do mine first.
Okay.
And then you can do yours.
Okay. I'll be thinking.
Okay. There's a lot I could say. I'll say this. Have fun. Have fun with each other. Like, don't be so serious all the time. Life is going to life, and you are going to have very serious moments, and that's not going to be something you ask for. But having fun, you got to be intentional about that.
Yeah.
So make it a point to just go to Sonic at 11 o'clock. Like,
Be spontaneous.
load up the cat, take the cat with you, and go to Sonic at 11 o'clock. Decide, are we about to go to B-Dubs at 9:30 on a Tuesday? And then just go. Like, do the spontaneous thing, even if you don't necessarily feel like it. You won't be sad that you did. Have fun. That's my advice.
Yeah, I think that my advice would be you get whatever you put in your marriage. So don't expect anything that you wouldn't give yourself. But thank y'all seriously so much for watching and hearing us out. We are so excited to celebrate our 10 years this week. We're going to have so much fun, and I'm excited to see Forrest Frank, and maybe we'll see Chip and Joe at the Silos. Maybe we can go to some really cool antique stores, hit up some estate sales on the way, if you'll allow me to.
Absolutely.
But I am looking forward to it. We are going to take some intentional days just to relax, not video anything, and just spend quality time with one another. And like I said, relax. Like this is our vacation. So although it's going to be fun, I do want us to have equal parts fun and relaxation. So we do plan on doing that. But anyway, we're going to end the video here. So make sure that you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe to Cody's channel, and thank y'all so much for watching. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye y'all.